All right, Dream Team. Happy to have you on for another wonderful Tuesday exercise. All that you will need today is we're going to do a little bit of work with a stretchy band if you have one. If you don't have one, it's okay to use something like a towel that you can just kind of create some tension on, or just body weight. And I can show you a modification to use with a weight as well. And then you will just need some sort of a weight, whether it's a dumbbell, soup can, water bottle, a bag of rice, whatever you have available to you. And then just a couple key safety things. Make sure you have a nice clear space to exercise in, nothing to step on or trip over. Make sure you have a nice sturdy chair, nothing with wheels. Helpful to have sturdy footwear or bare feet. And then please remember that this is your exercise class and you are in control of your intensity. So make it challenging, but also make it doable. And let's have a really great time together. And then just remember that this is a virtual recorded class. So if there is any noise on your end, please make sure that you are on mute. And then I'm super happy for you to unmute to ask questions and comment as we go along. Okay, now we are going to start with some breathing exercises and then get into a bit of a warm up. So the first thing I would like everybody to do is you're going to give me kind of 2 thumbs up. That just helps set up our shoulder. And then we're just going to raise an arm behind, like we're trying to touch our thumb to our back as we breathe in and breathe out to lower it down. Then we're just going to alternate. So we breathe in, raise the arm up and touch behind you as best you can. Breathe out to lower down. Breathe in, lift the arm. Breathe out and lower down. Breathe in, lift the arm. Breathe out and lower down. 3 more. Breathe in, lift the arm. Breathe out, lower down. Breathe in, touch behind. Breathe out, lower down, and last one. Breathe in and out. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna have the palms up to the ceiling now, elbows tucked into our sides. We're going to pull apart those hands as we inhale and bring those hands back in as we exhale. Breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, pull the hands apart. Breathe out, hands back in. 3 more. Breathe in and out. In, out. Last one in and out. Good. You can relax those arms. Okay, now we're going to do a couple rounds of our box breathing. And our box breathing today is going to be just a little bit different, just because we do have some newcomers. We're going to aim for a 4-second inhale, 2-second hold, where we hold that air in our lungs, 4-second exhale, and then 2-second just hold that empty state of our lungs before our next inhale. So I'm going to help us keep track of which phase we're in by drawing out a rectangle. You're welcome to do that, or just keep your hands wherever you want them to be. Okay, we're going to aim for 5 rounds to start. Remember to go at your own pace if needed. Ready, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, Inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, and relax. Excellent. Brilliant. Okay, you can roll your shoulders back a couple times. Maybe shake out the arms and legs. Good. And now we're going to gradually start our warm-up. So we're going to start with your feet a little bit in front of you, and we're just going to lift up the toes of one foot at a time, like tapping our foot to the beat of a song. So we're going to just tap one foot at a time. As our feet tap, we're going to take our hands, we're going to do some slow circles. We're going to think about our breathing pattern as we go. So nice and steady, we're still inhaling and breathing out through pursed lips like we're breathing out through the straw. Change directions of those hand circles. Still tapping our feet, one foot at a time. Good. All right. Now we're going to start some bigger arm circles. And again, just one at a time. And this time we're going to start lifting up our one heel at a time. So try to go for opposite heel as one arm circles. And once again, we're looking to maintain that steady breathing pattern. Steadily breathing in and out through pursed lips. Good work, everybody. Change the direction of those circles. And let's start lifting both heels together. And then we're just going to rock our feet. So it's our heels and then our toes. Heels and then toes. We're maintaining that deeper breathing pattern. Continue rocking the feet. And now we're going to take our arms and we're going to open up one side at a time. So reaching out to the side and maybe a little bit behind. And again, now we alternate lifting up the toes, lifting up the heels. Good, a slower, steady breathing pattern. Now, those of you that were here on Thursday, remember my goal was to make sure you remembered me all weekend. So I hope that worked. I hope you didn't forget about me over the weekend, but that you recovered enough to be excited for today. 3, 2, 1, and rest the arms and feet. Very good, team. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take one foot and step across our other foot and then bring it back. So we're going to step across and bring it back. Step across, bring it back. Step across, bring it back. Now remember, you can do any of these exercises seated or standing. Just whatever you choose to do, make sure it's right for your body today. So we're just crossing one foot over at a time. Breathing steadily. One foot at a time, steps across. Now we're going to add in the arms. So as a foot steps across, our arm reaches across. Same arm, same leg move. Cross and reach, cross and reach, cross and reach. There we go. Keep up that steady breathing pattern as we go. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. Great job, team. Okay, so we should be feeling a little bit more warmed up. So we're going to ease into some of our cardio intervals. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep moving for a minute and then rest for 30 seconds. Now that minute for some of you is more than what we've done so far, if you're a bit newer to the group. Goal number 1 is just to keep moving for a minute. Once you can do that, then you look to start getting yourself huffing and puffing a little bit during that minute. Then we fully rest for 30 seconds. Okay? Does everyone feel ready? Yes, no, don't know yet. Good, lots of thumbs. Okay, so what we'll do first is we're just going to step 1 foot forward at a time and swing the arms. And we're going for a minute in 3, 2, 1, let's go. If you are choosing to stand, you might want to do more of a march. Okay, but go within your abilities today. So again, we're looking to keep moving for a full minute. Maybe you can get to the point where you're huffing and puffing a little bit. And remember, there's those 3 key ways you can increase or decrease intensity. You can increase the intensity by moving faster. You can increase the intensity by a bigger range of motion, maybe stretching the arm out, okay, or lifting the knee up higher. Or you can change the intensity by the number of limbs that are moving. So if we get both arms going, it's going to increase the intensity, versus if we rest the arms and just get the legs working, it's going to decrease the intensity. So decide what is good for you. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. So from here, you can go into that recovery position as needed. Remember, from this recovery position, we're in that rest. The chest is up though, so we're not hunched over. We want to keep the chest up to help us catch our breath. We're breathing out through pursed lips. Good work, everybody. Our next one, team, is we're going to march twice on each leg. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And if you want to increase the challenge, you can lift the arm with the leg. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 1, 2, switch, 2, 1, 2, switch, 2. Good. Make sure we keep breathing out through pursed lips. 1, 2, switch, 2, 1, 2, switch, 2. Good. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. There we go, everybody. Excellent. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Now that recovery position. Well done, everybody. How's everyone doing so far? Good. Not so good. Okay. I'm still seeing lots of thumbs up, which is great. Okay, our next cardio movement, everybody, is we're going to open up our arm and our leg. If you want to open up both arms to increase the intensity, you can. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. So open up arm and leg. Make sure we keep up that breathing pattern. Keep breathing out through pursed lips, like you're blowing out the line of candles, or breathing out through the straw. Well done, everybody. You're past the halfway point. Remember, goal 1 is to keep moving for a minute. Goal 2 is to get yourself huffing and puffing a wee bit. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Woohoo! Boy, oh boy, that's fun, everybody. We've done 3, and the goal is to do 2 more. 2 more. You guys got this. You're doing great. Okay, that next movement that we're going to do, we're going to either one hand at a time. You're just going to push and circle the arm back. Okay, almost like a swimming movement, or both hands together. And then if you want to increase the intensity, you're just going to pull a leg back at a time. So have your feet further out in front of you, and you're either circling the arm or both arms back. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, keep up that breathing pattern. Almost there, team. You are halfway. Breathing out through pursed lips. Good. Keep up your breathing pattern. You're down to your last couple of seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. So again, breathing pattern. Great work, everybody. And we've got one last cardio interval left, and we're just going to pull our foot up and touch. Pull and touch. Pull. Put on our socks. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lift the leg and touch. Good. Breathing out through pursed lips, team. Keep up your breathing pattern. Well done. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome, team. We're going to have a little bit longer of a rest here. So a little bit longer of a rest. How's everybody doing? Still good? Yay! Awesome, awesome. Because I have one last cardio challenge for you today. And it's 3 rounds of 30 minutes of either work or hard work and a minute of either rest or low intensity work. So I'm going to give an example of what that looks like. So for the 30 seconds, maybe for 30 seconds you're marching, and then for 1 minute you rest completely and just breathe. Okay? If you're feeling like your cardio's been feeling pretty good, then maybe what you do instead is you march for 30 seconds and then you step lower intensity for 1 minute. Okay, so rather than working hard, rest, I'm looking to see if you guys can work a little bit harder and then work less. Work a little bit harder, work less. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if you understand. Thumbs down if you need, or ask a question. I love questions because then I specifically know how I can best help. Okay. All right. Well, let's give it a go. If things don't feel quite right for you and your body, please make sure you let me know. I am here for you as best I can. So we're going to start with our feet out in front of us. And we're going to bend the elbows to bring one leg back at a time. Or if you're standing, kick your bum, kick your bum. And 3, 2, 1, let's go. So 30 seconds of working a little bit harder. There we go. As always, it's super key that we can maintain control of our breathing pattern. So if you feel like you can't take a full breath or your breathing's getting out of control, or you feel dizzy or lightheaded, those are all signs to stop. 3, 2, 1, and then maybe we just raise and lower the heels and lift up and bend one arm at a time. Okay, again, some of you may need just that full rest for a minute. That's okay. Make sure you listen to your body. But maybe we can do some lower intensity movement. If you are choosing to stand, I would like to see a slow heel lift as best you can. Good, nice and controlled. Excellent. Well done, everybody. Keep up that breathing pattern. And then our next movement, everybody, is we're going to step up and over the log for 30 seconds. You're welcome to open up your arms as we go. And 3, 2, 1, go. So 30 seconds of harder work. We're looking to get ourselves puffing and puffing a little bit. Stepping up and over the log as best you can. Good. Make sure you can continue breathing smoothly. You can take a full breath. 3, 2, 1, and we bring it down. Maybe you fully rest, and maybe you just think about stepping wider and closer together. Wider, closer together. Wider, closer together. Good. Now keep up that breathing. Excellent job, everybody. Now remember I said we were only doing 3 rounds. We've got 1 more left. Fantastic work. All right, for our last one, 30 seconds, we're going to kick and lift. Kick and lift. 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure we don't lift the arm too high as we kick. If you've got a cranky back, just because that can put a big stretch on the back if we try to reach up and extend our leg. So just be conscientious of your movement. Kick and lift. Kick and lift. Keep breathing out through pursed lips. Ten seconds to go. Oh, actually, rest. We went 10 seconds over. Sorry about that, team. It's because we started at a weird time. Okay, so now you can either just kick 1 foot at a time, or you can think about just stepping and swinging the arms. So again, that slower movement. Maybe you just need to catch your breath. Boy, which you might need to, considering we went for extra time. Boy, oh boy. You guys are awesome. Good. We'll move for 20 more seconds, and then we'll focus more on some strength today. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good work, everybody. So we can go into that recovery position. We're going to hang out here for about a minute. If you guys have any questions about the exercises so far, now is a great time to ask, because we are going to just rest for at least a minute, and then we're going to move on to some strength work. And if you don't have any questions, this is also a really great time to kind of check in with yourself and really assess, are you making it challenging for yourself, and are you making it doable? Because you want both things.
Joe, doing pretty good so far, except for the odd moment of Coordination overload.
That's fair, Wayne. That's fair. We do get a lot of coordination challenges in this class. Yeah, you guys are doing really, really well with that, by the way. Excellent.
You're just lucky you can't see our feet.
Very true. I have no idea. Most of you I can only see from the shoulders up. You can get away with a lot. All right. Grab your whatever you're using for a weight, whether it's a dumbbell, soup can, water bottle, get creative. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put our feet out wide. So again, into that, or no, we didn't practice that today. So just feet and knees wide apart. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hinge forward. So we want to move through the hips. Now, notice that I'm keeping my chest up, which is good because I'm not rounding through the back. If I were to round through the back, I'd be here. We don't want that. We nice straight back. And then we're going to push through our feet to come up. We're going to curl the weight up and push. If you can, just go to wherever you can, and then down and hinge. So we hinge, we keep the knees apart. It should feel a bit tight at the front of your hips. You just go to where you can, and then we push through our feet to come up, lift the weight, and press it to where you can overhead. And then back down and hinge. And push through your feet, up, push to where you can.
So I'm told if you have osteoporosis, you shouldn't go over your head. Is that right?
If you've got severe osteoporosis, you want to be cautious of how you move your spine. And if you, there is a risk going overhead of what's called a compression fracture, so which is the pressure going down through your spine. I would say it's a small risk. We're not using heavy weights. And my goal is that when we go overhead, you guys don't want to feel like you are straining. If you feel like you're straining and really fighting hard to get it up, then we are not putting ourselves in a good position.
Okay.
So some ways that you can reduce that is by doing just body weight. And then reducing it further would be body weight with just one hand. So again, not just osteoporosis, but for everything, we want to be really in control when we're doing our strength training. So if I turn the side here, osteoporosis, you really want to be cautious that we don't round through the spine as we go forward. You want to be nice and stiff, tighten up the belly, and you just go forward to where you can. And the moment you start to feel your spine rounding, oh, that's where I need to stop. And then you can come up and just lift the weight to where you feel comfortable. But arguably, when you have reducing bone density, and that's what osteoporosis is the bone density or thickness of your bones has reduced enough that you've got weaker bones. And we can help strengthen our bones by doing some strength training just in a really controlled way.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a very great question. Really good that we're being aware of our bodies, and that's a great reminder to stay in control of all of our movement. And you guys have been doing really well so far about not rushing. We go slow and steady with strength, and then that's actually quite a lot we can rest there. Nice work. Very, very good. All right, and then just to put it in perspective too for everybody, when talking about compression on the spine where there's downward pressure, if you had a water bottle, which is probably 2 pounds when full of water, and you were able to push it overhead, and again, we go super slow, make sure our spine is stacked so we're not arching here or here. Lifting up that small weight is less compression on the spine than what we're about to do next. And what we're about to do next that creates some compression on the spine are sit-to-stands. Okay, and compression on the spine isn't bad. It's just a type of downwards pressure that we want to be aware of how we're doing it. But it's important to stand up from a chair, and that puts compression on the spine. So, as we go to do our sit-to-stands, everybody, we're going to do sumo sit-to-stands if you can. So sumo is knees and feet wide apart. If that is not a comfortable position for your body, you are allowed to bring your feet in. Okay? Now, watch really carefully, because that was a good reminder. As we go to stand up, and you can do it with or without the weight, you can lean forward to take pressure off the knees to stand up, but you'll notice my back stays straight. So leaning forward, sticking my bum out is different than leaning forward here. Okay, so we can lean forward if you need to. We're going to slowly push through our feet to stand up, and then slowly sit back down. The whole goal, you guys, you got to keep your chest up. Look straight ahead. I want to see you looking towards the camera. Push through your feet. Very good. And then down, 2, 3. Now remember, just like if somebody were to slap you on the belly, we kind of brace ourselves, our core tightens up. We want to tighten up to push through the feet. And down, 2, 3. Very good. Once again, you can lean forward slightly, chest and head up, tighten up your belly. And down, 2, 3. And tighten up your belly, push through your feet. And down, 2, 3. Good. Tighten up the belly, push through your feet. And then down, 2, 3. Very good. Push through your feet if you can. Remember, just do what you can. I forgot to show you before, but we do have our seated sit-to-stands where you stay seated and really just push your feet into the ground like you're about to come off the chair, and those muscles still tighten up, and then you can relax. Otherwise, you have 2 more. 2 more to do. Good. And last one. Remember, you can breathe out, which will help you tighten up your core. Down, 2, 3, and rest. And then just to quickly follow up one last time on the osteoporosis question. You may have been told that you specifically for what your body, because I don't know all of your guys' full medical histories. I'm always cautious about blanket statements. So I was educating about how that might not be true for everybody with osteoporosis, but it could be true that an individual is given very specific information on what to avoid for their body. Okay, so I don't mean to take away from that, but just trying to give the information on how certain things can benefit certain people with different conditions. Okay. Okay, our final movement before we rest. We're going to hold the weight in front of us. And my challenge for you, staying up nice and tall, can you lift up one leg and down? Now, maybe you can't. Maybe you can only lift up one heel. But the goal here is if I want to lift up one leg, then I need to push into the ground with my other leg. I need to push down to lift up the other. Good. Now you might not be able to lift up that leg. That's okay. Again, try lifting up just the heel. Try attempting to lift it up, and even if it doesn't lift, then those muscles are still working hard. But push down through one leg to attempt to lift the other up. Good, and then we alternate. And we're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work, team. You can put the weight to the side. Now, with osteoporosis in the spine, you want to be careful about bending forward and to the side and rotating. You're going to try to stack up as much as you can to put stuff down and pick stuff up. Good. All right. How's everybody doing? Good. Okay. Still seeing lots of thumbs up, which is great. You can go ahead and grab your stretchy band. We're going to take our band. We're going to throw it over one shoulder. And then if it's over your right shoulder, your right hand, or sorry, your opposite hand reaches across to hold it in place, and then that same hand would grab below. Okay, if you switch the hands, that's fine as well. Just make sure the band isn't around your neck. I've seen some different types of ways to set this up, and boy, do I not want it around your neck. Okay, so it's just over the shoulder, and all we're going to do is we're going to pull the band down, so we're straightening the arm and slowly coming up with control, and then pull straight down, slowly come up with control. Brilliant. We'll do a couple of those. Remember, it's helpful to breathe out as we pull down. Good. Breathing out as we pull down. Great job, everybody. And 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Now we're going to switch sides. So now the band goes over other shoulder. You can reach across to hold it, but now our other arm is going to pull that band down and slowly bring it back up. Pull the band down, slowly come up. Good. Remember, it can be helpful to breathe out as we pull that band down. Great job, everybody. Remember, the shoulder shouldn't be moving, so you should be feeling it just at the back of your arm. Good. Boy, those triceps are going to feel good later. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Great job, everybody. Okay, now we're going to take the band and we're just going to put it around our feet. Good, and we stay up tall even if we have to lean forward through the hips a little bit. And then from here, we're going to pull one arm back at a time. Good, and the goal is, so again, you want to sit forward slightly and you want to pull your elbow back. So pull the elbow back. Think of almost like starting a lawnmower. Pull one arm back. Good. If your band feels really long, so it feels like you don't get enough tension by pulling your elbow back, just hold a little bit lower. You can create some more tension that way. Good. Let's try to pull that elbow back. You want to be feeling it in the back of your shoulder blades. This is a bit different than a bicep curl. So pull that elbow back, slowly bring it forward, but do what's best for your body. Good. Keep up your breathing pattern. And we've got 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. Awesome job, team. You can put the band to the side. Shake out the arms. How does everybody feel? Pretty good. Awesome. There we go. All right. We're going to do a little bit of a stretch and cool down. Already. Pull that arm across your body. And we're just going to gently hold it and pull. You can always bend it to pull across as well, whatever feels most comfortable. And remember, stretch time is the perfect time for questions. So go ahead and ask your questions. We are going to switch arms here, but before we switch, we're just going to pull our arms back and then come forward, pull across.
Jill?
Hi.
Hi. Hey, it's Kath here. Hey, I have a question for you, and I'll try to explain where it is. It's not in the front up by the hips, but it's right behind my back, but I put my hands just above the top of my buttocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's where it gets really sore. Is there an exercise I can do to try to strengthen that area?
So it's kind of on your lower back, just above your glutes.
Oh, glutes.
Like glutes are the bum, sorry, so just above the bum. And then pull an elbow up, team. Yeah, if it gets really sore, I mean, strengthening your glutes, Kathy and everybody, we do those toe exercises. We're really squeezing the glutes. We put the band around the legs and pull them out. Our balance exercises. So some of our balance stuff, like pulling the leg out to the side and pulling the heel to the bum. Those can all help strengthen that area. But pull your arms back, and then we're going to switch stretches. But what I would ask Kathy is if this stretch really gets into it.
The one we're doing or the one across the knee?
Across the knee.
No, I can do that one.
Does it feel tight when you do it? And then relax the arm, pull the arms back.
You know, I won't bother you anymore. I just got to go see a physio. Thanks, Jill.
Oh yeah, no worries. No worries. It's frustrating when our bodies get in pain. Stretch a leg out, reach with your same hand towards your toes. There we go. Did you guys at least have fun today?
I'll have fun when I have a rest afterwards, Jill, but it was great.
Oh, there you go.
As much as always.
Oh, good. Well, that's loaded, isn't it, Wayne?
Fun when we abuse ourselves.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And switch arms, reach across. Good. Keep up some slower, deeper breathing. Oh, and then we got a message in the chat. So switch legs. And again, stay up nice and tall. So we're bending through the hips, reaching towards the toes. And what have we got in the chat for us? So just hold that stretch, team. Oh, Lynn, I'm so glad you've been enjoying the classes. And you did have a question about hip openers, which that's really good. We'll do that one. I'll show a stretch next. So you guys can switch arms. So same leg, but now reach across your body, and this hand just pushes back. And again, try to stay up tall through the chest. Good work. Steady breathing. And then slowly relax, come out of that stretch. So good. Our next stretch is a perfect question coming from answering those hip openers, questions about hip openers. So put the feet wide like we've practiced a lot today. And we did a lot of hip opening exercise today, so that was kind of perfect, Lynn. I'm going to get you guys just to gently push against the inside of one leg, and then your other arm. And again, slow and controlled, because we're about to do a little bit of rotation. And those of you with osteoporosis just want to be extra conscientious of how we rotate. So just being aware of your body. We're going to take a breath in, and we're going to breathe out to pull our arm back. And then when you're ready, slowly come back as we breathe in again. Breathe out, we're pushing against that leg, stretching the arm back. Do not strain, go within your capacity. Breathe in and breathe out, pull the arm out to the side. And then relax, other arm to the other thigh. Breathe in, breathe out, open up that arm. And then come in to breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in, breathe out, and relax there. Okay, team, now I'm just going to ask you to turn sideways in your seat. Sorry, I didn't have my ringer off today. We're just going to turn sideways in the seat. Drop a leg back behind you. Stay up tall. Excellent. So we're looking to feel a bit of a stretch down the front of that hip. And then if you'd like, you can reach your arm up gently. Take a slow breath in. And in, breathe out through pursed lips. One more time, breathing in. Slowly out. Relax. Bring the leg in. Turn the other way. Good. So again, stretch at the front of your hip. And you can reach that arm up and away. And then one more, breathing in and slowly out. Relax the leg. Turn and face forward. Roll the shoulders back. And then we're going to do just 3 rounds of let's go for a 4-second inhale. And let's try a 6-second exhale today. 3 rounds. Do whatever is most comfortable for your arms. And breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last one in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shake it out. Pat yourself on the back. Is there any last questions for today, team?
I just have a bit of pain in my shoulder. Is there anything I can do to?
Who's asking? Lost track.
Lillian.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, it just depends whereabouts on the shoulder. Is it at the front of your shoulder mostly?
Yeah, I pulled a ligament there a few years ago, and that's always a sore spot.
Yeah, so there's definitely, usually if it's right at the front, some tightness. So practicing, like when you do our breathing exercise where we pull the arms out, is it really tight?
Yeah, it's just to get it up.
To get it up, yeah, but we want to keep it a little bit stretched out. You can gently massage, kind of, it's not in your armpit, it's just a little back. Can gently massage there. That's probably a little bit tight. Okay, and then the other thing is lifting overhead, making sure, that's for anybody with pain at the front of their shoulder. Often you really want to make sure that you pull the elbow in and keep your wrist and elbow stacked in a line. Most people, when they go to lift up, their elbow goes out to the side. So see if you can really keep it in a line and just lift up to where you can. It'll feel really tight at the back of your shoulder.
It's better.
But you want to just practice that movement.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And I'd practice like 2 sets of 5 reps
Okay.
every day for 1 week and then see how it's going.
Okay.
Yeah, you're welcome. And actually the one Sue's practicing, you can put the hands together and pull your elbows in as you breathe in and go up. So try to touch the elbows together and then bring them apart. That can be a helpful stretch as well. So breathe in, lift the arms, try to touch them. You won't be able to lift very high, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But that feels quite tight, doesn't it?
But right in here. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, you don't want to go to where it's really sore, but just practicing that a little bit.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Lillian, you're so welcome. Thanks everyone for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jill.